Today I am showing you how I like to start a campaign of Spellcaster University. Spellcaster University has a very cute graphic aura, but it is in fact a complex, interesting game. That cute thing flying through the screen right now is a dragon. I don't think I've ever noticed that airship in the background before. This poor student, if we let the student sit around for much longer, an orc will come chasing it. But the point is that there are 6 resources, and we are going to play at the hardest difficulty level. I do not play any games other than this one at the hardest difficulty level. We'll make that a golden key. And we will make the colors dark blue and light blue. There's a lot that seems obvious but is not. The lake is a environment we will visit later when we are powered up enough to take advantage of it. We will start in the forest. And I just said that we would take advantage of the powers of the lake. When we start in the forest, there's a lot that we lose by starting here. Now, I always set up a refectory, a dormitory stable up there. I like relaxed. Sorry. Aspiring. Small chance of losing a negative trait. We will also fix the colors here. A nice green cat and a yellow background. I don't really like these. Courageous and well behaved. Let's try again. Comical and light sleeper. We will always switch the students to the sane ones. Of course, if you're teaching magic, you want sane students. And we will put them all in this school. We will delete the generic class, but the general class doesn't give us any bonuses. Now, students and teachers need to eat and sleep and not get bored. We start with a students' hall where they can reduce boredom, a refectory where they can eat, and a dormitory where they can sleep. We do not have the same for our teachers. Any students who don't get their needs here will go back. Any teachers who don't get their needs will also leave. So at least they won't have to go to sleep somewhere because we have private apartments for them. And we got a teacher's lounge. That is great. So basically the mechanics of the game are that you get these 5 magical attributes when you have a teacher in a class and students who are learning. Then you generate mana of that color. Gold happens differently. At the start, the only way to generate gold is in the refectory where students pay for meals, but eventually they will also pay for special beds. Our students have not yet attended a class. Now they are attending a class. We are generating alchemy and nature magic. We will take the enchantment workshop because that is useful for dungeons, which we will see later. We will not allow the bully into the school. Let's see, and we will give the school a psychologist. So now we have 2 rooms that are generating alchemy and 1 that is generating nature. We always choose the healers. We would hope to get a bed that would generate money, but if we don't, we will get a flag that will give us a better relationship with the Adventurers Guild. Ancient Wisdom Elder, much slower. Light Sleeper. So they're both mediocre. So we'll take that one. This thing is huge. We will talk to the king. Farm animals. We will be attacked by 4 orcs. Hopefully they won't do too much damage. I think, did they kill one of our students? Maybe. Yes. Well, we will get some werewolves to replace them. You eventually want to get classrooms for each color of magic. Each new classroom costs 200 gold, and at this point we are only generating gold from the refectory, and we have ongoing expenses. We will start generating alchemical components. Eventually we will be able to make recipes once we have at least 3 alchemical components. We increase our relationship with the peasants, which is now at 25, and that means that teacher salaries are lower, which should help with the expenses of the school. We will add a small cat. We'll add the guinea pig chamber. I always leave this space for an observatory and a guinea pig chamber. The guinea pig chamber increases the speed with which we can interact with the world map. We can sell individual things of alcohol for 10. That's not great. Master Brewer, Elemental Summoner, Elementalism, and Potions. I don't like either of those. So I'm going to look up on my own reference, which I will link in the comments, the Elemental Summoner. Okay, we will go with that. Portal magic and elementalism. The mechanical owl or the infirmary. We do like to heal our students. We do really need generate more money. One way to do that is to steal diamonds from the troll. Now we're going to try to get 2 of the remaining 3 schools of magic. Nature or alchemy? 200, 250. Nature. We will try to get more money. We will try to get at least 2 of the 3 schools of magic from the sneaky merchants. Interested in new classrooms, light or shadow? Take shadow. Always avoid clumsy. Magical aberrations, don't like them. Now we really want the arcane because our curriculum requires arcane magic. We have a psychologist. That's nice. This prestige roughly indicates how many students you can have in your school. Notice how nice it is that our alchemy teacher can just walk into the lounge. The elderly shadow teacher is preparing a lesson. And actually not much is being taught. Potion workshop. Put that down here. Researcher. Interesting. Herbalist boards, we'll post those in the enchanter room. And we will get another new classroom. Not the one we wanted. We want to get to 200 again in order to get the arcane classroom. That will help. The clock will make students more patient. It's almost dragon o'clock. No, thank you. We are going to be using most of our trips to the world map to increase our relationship with the troll, but we also really need that arcane room, which we will put here. Tempting, clumsy, greedy, punctual, but punctual is fast moving, so that means she will get back to the classroom quite quickly. Now we have teacher rooms, we have student rooms, we have all classes of magic. We are not earning money as fast as we would like, but otherwise things are good. Do we want to do that? No. We are going to improve our relationship with the peasants. There we go. It is year 2. Oh, I don't know if you noticed that, but this student had a pumpkin head, just got cured in the infirmary. We are still not doing well with the orc tribes, but otherwise quite well. Put a mandragork over there. Whew, that's bad. the orc relationship back to 0. Hmm. Now we have 2 alchemical ingredients, but that's not quite enough. Well, it's good that we got our relationship back to 0 because we are now being attacked by only 2 dwarfs. Now there's an interesting question about whether you should put a second version of the same or increase the efficiency. I like to increase the efficiency because, as you can see, we have really, our classrooms aren't full at the moment. So increased efficiency is more useful to us at the moment than more classrooms. Okay, flower crown. Yes, we will seek to, uh-oh. And our first graduates. Village Mage. Sandman is a permanent benefit. The dormitories is very good. I like getting gold too. And let's... Alright then. Coffee machine. We'll send teachers back to work faster. We will slow down the Lord of Evil by working with the king. We really need to start making money. The best way to do that is with beds or with the school games. We also get a little bit of money each time we add a student. This makes our refectory also reduce boredom, which is nice because you see it's really, really interesting magic cauldron. Perform hand inquisition. We are going to save up the evil banner. Interesting. We're going to save up. Is it 500 or 750 that we need? Actually, it might just be 200. It is just 200. That's great. That reduces the troll's anger. See, shifty. We do not want a misbehaving student. Nobody's up here. See, our students go to sleep here, they eat here, so they are interacting mostly with the classrooms that are adjacent to where they are spending their time. We would like to build some dormitories or refectories up there, which would then send students up there. More prestige. Mysterious blueprints will make our students smarter. It's like having puzzles on your lunchroom. You will have to be nice to the troll again. 2 more prestige. The nature specialization is coming along nicely. That is great. That is really important. I always put the mushroom in the observatory. I have no explanation as to why I do that. It is not rational, but I like it. We do not accept dead students. No shifty students. The runic spear. These pointy end results in many accidents. There are jewelry Jewelry gives students special abilities. That is fantastic. I want elementalism and portal magic. So let's take elementalism. Our other problem is that these rooms are further from the teacher's spot, and that means they get to spend less time teaching because they're spending more time traveling to their apartments and cafeteria. Sorry, Adventurers Guild, but we're still at plus 20. Blue, green, alcohol. This is very lucky. We will put that down because that increases the pedagogical powers of our teachers, which is always good. The Light Scepter will increase their relationship with the Inquisition, which is only at 9. You get bonuses at 25 and 75. Hope to start getting either alchemical ingredients that can be turned into money, or we can annoy the troll again. So a second refectory right over the alchemical room will bring some students up there. I would have preferred to have a dormitory, but we'll take it. And that is very useful, but we will take the... You should use it to... Ooh, that's nice. So now we are at 83 for the kingdom. The peasants are at 55. You do not want the peasants to go and strike against you. That is a bad situation. Blue, alcohol, green. Interesting. Assassination and retribution. I will put that here. Janitor Lodge. So the janitors, well, we don't want bad janitor. Normal, and he's athletic and elder. So moves faster and slower. And now we get this building will also draw students up there. And now we are, as they say, cooking with gas. Soon we will get to go to our first dungeon. Ooh, unicorn. A potted unicorn. Poor unicorn. Green unicorn. Alcohol. What does that give us? That will help us put out fires. There haven't been that many, but it is... Oh, there's one. Or close holes in the void like that. Ancient hermit crab. We'll go there. Ink make. Magic teacher. Guard. Magic teacher. Librarian. These are all permanent bonuses. The 50 gold is not. We need 400 gold to get to the next level. Now you can see students are coming up here. This building also generates gold, which is nice. We will slow the progress of the Lord of Evil. game is over, or the round is over, when that progress bar reaches the end. Normally I would put this flag in the alchemy room, but the alchemy room is an important part of our curriculum, so I am not doing that. You're getting close to 400. Interesting. Oh, because of the, thanks to, well, minus 96 for quarterly maintenance. Don't admit the bully. Demonology. Well, since we have a curriculum, we can put a purple dragon up there and have all our students learn faster. This, one of those things I was talking about that will generate money faster. It is a better bed and students pay for it. Although the description makes it sound like the students pay for it just because they feel good. I have my suspicions. I am not like that. We will argue. You see, if we lose gracefully, we lose so much prestige points. Actually, that's probably worth it right now, because we want this medical bed. The other problem with needing to spend all our arcane magic is that the arcane magic can slow down the rate at which the troll gets angry at us. Mentor. Very nice. So let's see. That teacher is good. This teacher is mediocre. We can immediately make them excellent. And of course, this unusual interdimensional room doesn't actually have a teacher. I cannot explain it. Just tell you that that's how it works. And now we will see whether we have good enough students to go into the sewers. So I'm looking at who has herbalism to heal allies. That's +1 damage, so that's good there. And then that, and then we will try to protect our rank 4 enchantment. Now, usually I would want to have a fire mage out here, but one isn't very useful. All of these skills are between 1 and 5. The runes give us a shield. This student has no shield, but it has heroism, which was like armor. And this one has both, and will heal the front row. So we are going with completely alchemy magic. And the first few battles will be quite easy. Everybody has at least a 6 damage in enchantment, but they will get harder fast. Even this one is a bit dangerous. Because they paralyze our students. Now let's see if our enchantment can paralyze any of them. That was good. That was not good. course, with the healing spell, our front row is getting the health back. We also have potion skills, which occasionally give us the magic list here listed as magical ink, which gives us these cards, which are random. I might normally try to get rid of that wolf because the wolf attacks twice, but that was unnecessary. Now we very much want to paralyze the boss monster. We did not. Ooh, this is not looking good. Chant of protection would be useful. That will allow us to raise one of them. We'll get rid of the rat. We will see whether our paralysis spell is working. Alright, we will try one more. I don't really want that. Very much want that. This will probably be the last thing we do. Notice that because I had 3 armor, I didn't actually take any damage from that attack. But we will... we have a celerity. That is good. That'll work. Okay, normally I would like to go further, but with 1 dead student, there's a limit. We lost some prestige points, but we gained relationships with the Adventurers Guild Kingdom and Inquisition. We got this harp card, which will make students feel peaceful. We got that, and really importantly, we get this ritual components card. And perhaps we will get enough money for another dormitory, which we'll place here. This will draw students over to our curriculum up there. They're already being drawn by the stadium. So all of this is good. We have such a good relationship with the peasants that they accept our word that we are not doing evil rituals. Assassin's Arena? Why not? Not terribly important. Troll. How much? Yes, we have enough green man. Ooh, but let's use that to go after the Lord of Evil. Mechanical Owl will allow our students who are skilled in blue magic to generate some green. Now, Merchant Guild, we do still need to generate more money. We might be able to do it through alchemy, but not that one. That is kind of a dud spell unless you're being attacked. Since we need money, we will accept some of those futures. that give us money. And we will put another teacher's lounge right there so that our teachers don't have to go all the way downstairs. We could use another void potion. Could use cleaning potion. Now we will wait till we get 200 and then go over there. And that also gives us some prestige. Now I always put sacred glass windows in the greenhouse because you have a slight chance of getting a midwife who will increase the number of students you get every time you get students. So I always like that. I accidentally let a bully into the school. I apologize to all my students. This is another alchemical component. The wings of a very strange creature. We will also put a clock in the stadium so that it is annoying when the students set fires in the areas that are important to your curriculum. Green unicorn alcohol, all right. The next time somebody sets a fire, we will be ready. Now, one of the things I didn't explain before is that a generic arcane room teaches all three schools of magic, all three subdisciplines of arcana. Here, elementalism, temporal, and portal. But we also have an elementalism room and a portal room because we want to create elemental summoners who will actually permanently increase the efficiency of our elemental dojos. Now, I happen to know that this one, for some reason, this is always a cleaning potion. I don't know why. I don't know why every other formula is random, but that one is always the same. Oh look, we've got someone learning assassin skills. Further increase the sleeper's soul is a wild card. You don't know what it will be until you play it. Set back the Lord of Evil, turn back the timer. Grotesque statuette. Obviously, the perfect spot for a hauntingly strange statuette is in the psychologist's office. And will it have an immediate effect? No, but eventually it will bring more old one students to the school, although elves are also very good. Even dumb elves are good, but not bullies. Don't like bullies. Teacher's lounge. So now we will make that teacher lounge more efficient because that one actually has teachers in it. This one doesn't. We will take a black dragon here because it's next to all of our black magic rooms. We will increase the amount of arcane magic we generate. We have green circle alcohol. I don't think we have that yet. Sylvan elixir, fine. Not terribly useful, but we will take it. Now you see, because of the placement of these entertaining rooms up here, the students are spending more time up here. The teachers have a cafeteria. They are spending more time. Hallucinogenic plant gardener. That is always, but I could get an apothecary, which is much better. We nearly went for the master brewer as our curriculum, but we did not. We will be getting a lot of light sleepers. And we want students who attend the stadium to become smarter. No shifty, but that you see was an old one. There's another old one. They set back the timer a bit when they graduate, which is very useful. So we are definitely going to get 2 done, almost certainly. Not sure about the third. I always put enchanted chains here so that when students come into our school, they know that they can be put in prison at any time. That is the humor of this game. If you find it offensive, do not. Do not. Just don't play this game. This is a sufficiently cartoony game that I personally don't find it offensive. That's a lot of students. Now, we're fine with the troll. Orcs, Inquisition. That might be interesting. Let's set back the timer even further. At some point, as I said, we will get a chance at another. Now that bed of nails will make a student lose some of their negative traits. We could also put it in the teacher's room and the teachers would start losing negative traits. I do not like that thing in the stadium, so we play a blue circle green. I don't think we have done that. Sacred elixir, interesting. And I hadn't had a prison yet. We will put the prison up here. It will also draw students, so that it will draw the bad ones. They will come up there. Prevent students from misbehaving if they get fairy butterfly wings. Well, we can always upgrade our arcane room. That is certainly useful. And the career counselor. You know, every school should have a career counselor. Not everyone does. Once this gets to 75, so we've got kingdom and peasants. Got kingdom, extra gold each time increases the speed of messengers. That's not going up. Mana gained from events. Interesting. There's also a synergy between having a good relationship with the king and the Inquisition. We'll see if it triggers here. It did not. Green circle unicorn. This one might gain us prestige. It did not. And I should have known that. We have completed one objective, the merchants. We will definitely finish that one as well. Higher chance of elves. Sure, career counselor can have a vase that increases the chance of getting elves. What was blue circle green? Sacred. Don't need sacred. Now, hopefully, I thought we were going to get a chance at another dungeon trip, but perhaps not. I have to hit 80. We need 80 to get a free shot at the Lord of Evil. But we're getting close. So So did we do green circle? Yes, we did. But we didn't do blue-green alcohol, which is also filtered power. Oh, we did do that. Elementalist Dojo. Hopefully in this next class, we will have some students. In fact, we're having so much trouble that we will make arcane magic a priority. Well, I would have liked something else, but I got that blue circle unicorn. We have not done that. Blue circle unicorn. Bottled glory. That is generally the best one that you can get. And now we will upgrade the prison and give it a rehabilitation quality, taking away bully, antisocial, and aggressive. Scholar, librarian, craftsman, shepherd. Pig chamber. New house, interesting. Purple. Passionate, well-behaved, arcana only. Arc only curriculum. There's a fire in the demonology summoning spot. There is a portal in the guinea pig room. Our students are certainly misbehaving. That will have a chance of getting rid of a negative trait for teachers, which is good. Shadow Disciple. Arcane Scholar. So everybody who doesn't have an alternate specialty now goes into the purple school. Welcome, purple students. I will put in the money myself, thank you. We are going to get there. How is our reputation with the Inquisition? It is rising, but not quickly. Green circle unicorn, yes, we do not want that. We've completed a second objective. So now it is all about, can we fulfill the third star? I also sometimes like to give students who are staying for 7 years the full freedom of the school to choose whatever courses they want. They will be here a while, they should try to get well-rounded, and they might become an archmage. Normally I also like to put the ivy in the stadium because it's a bigger one. The ivy increases the efficiency of adjacent rooms. Which is a very good thing. Maybe I should have done the tentacle. Green circle alcohol. Did we? Yes, we did. Sylvan elixir. Green unicorn alcohol. We have not done. We must have done that. Yes, we did. But we need the void potion anyway. So that's good. Enjoy the hunt, Your Majesty. We have nothing to offer you, orcs. You are now at minus 27. That would be a problem if it had happened earlier because it would affect the rate at which we generate green magic. But since we have completed our green magic thing and we are still generating plenty of green magic, I am not that worried. Also, hopefully we will start improving goggles or the runestone. We'll give... This really depends on whether we get another dungeon trip, which doesn't seem we're going to get. This one and the lake sometimes don't give you a second trip to the dungeons. Green circle, unicorn, green circle, alcohol, green, unicorn, alcohol. I don't want any of those. So let's get rid of one of these and one of those. Infernal Pact. We will have our demonology teacher sign an infernal pact. Bodyguard mage scholar. Now it will take about 3 years. Ooh, that is very important. Didn't have a second resting spot for those poor students. Definitely needed it. Oh, void potion. Green. Alcohol. Unicorn. Did I have unicorn circle? Unicorn circle alcohol. Well, that's not useful. We'll make a space just for him. We'll put it up there. Alright, we will give in and remind the clans that they are our allies. So now they're minus 17 instead of minus 25. What was unicorn circle alcohol again? Ah, yes, destruction potion. Don't need it. We have a lot of students doing a lot of activity up here, which is good. Passionate gives them faster learning of levels 4 and 5 of magic, which I don't think we need for our purple curriculum, but it could help our other students. Also, normally I do not keep hammering the Lord of Evil down. It's a slightly cheesy thing to do. Anyway, it just makes the game last longer unnecessarily. But in this case, we need to get 12 elemental summoners. We have 0. So I need that. Pick chamber, even more efficient. Now this arcane staff, elementalism and enchantment. So our purple students, purple only students cannot get this. Look, we have a student who has a pumpkin head. Can be cured in the infirmary. is wearing a leprechaun skull, wearing alchemical shoulder pads, has been influenced by several dragons. There is a pretentious character and has fairy butterfly wings, as you can see. Royal Bastion. Health risk. Maker. The waffle maker will help us make friends with the orcs if we get a chance to feed them waffles. You did not. Oh, that was a bad idea. That character, that student I assigned to the arcane-only school, has a disadvantage in the speed at which they learn arcane magic. So I should not have assigned them to that. Ooh, let's get that fire out of the dimensional room. White dragon. Put it down here because we want these students to learn some white magic. -16, okay. Alright, let's play some music for the troll. Blue circle unicorn. More prestige. We're up to 142. One elemental summoner. The assassin will get rid of the negative orc reputation, which is good. Elementalist, interesting. 2 elemental summoners. Okay, elementalist. Elemental has elemental 4. And because of our potion skills, we get some extra potions. I don't have another void potion to get rid of that. We will increase the efficiency of our prison, which, well, by the way, is pretty heavily occupied. Nope, I don't want that. I will refund it. Even faster elemental magic generation. Blue circle unicorn. And yet another dormitory. All of which is very good. You can see the dormitory is being used immediately. Critical prism. Okay, I can't use it there. We'll help the magic user, the potion teacher, roll a 20 on their teaching. Put a janitor down here. Since we've been getting a lot of magical misbehavior. 81, okay. We have 2 of the 12 elemental summoners that we need. When the timer ends, you get to graduate all of the students in our school. And we currently have 80 students, whereas in a year, we may graduate 12-ish. So at this point, I am reasonably confident that we will fulfill this 3rd star. Also, I like to put banners in the dormitories. Under some circumstances, such as curriculum, it makes sense to have actual magic banners there where students learn while they sleep. By the way, I chose a punctual teacher who's going to move fast because she will not she'll have to move relatively far to get to the private apartments or teacher's lounge. And let's keep upgrading that. Ooh, a cheese. Unicorn, alcohol, cheese. Wow. So now we know both bottled glories. They do require unicorn horns, which is fine. It's just good information to have before you go to the next level. And we have some waffles. So now the orc tribe relationship is up to +10. Might as well get a nature room. But where to put it? Put it down here. Still want this to be the purple curriculum area. It would be very nice to get an archmage, but you would need 14 different magic disciplines. Anything on fire? Nothing on fire. Okay, unicorn, circle. Not too useful. No bullies. 7 years, 3 years, 7 years, 7. Oh, well, that was a shifty one. Spell. More orcs. Arcane scholar. Jack of all trades. Bully. There we go. The Inquisition is now helping us. Assassin's Arena. The nice thing about the Assassin's Arena is that you can get, your students can become athletes by working. Ooh, that is very nice. Yes, usually for whatever reason the two-person bedroom is fully occupied. I know that 2 is fewer than 5, and therefore if anyone is going to occupy a spot, there aren't many spots for them to choose from, but nevertheless it makes sense to put valuable beds in there. That bed heals students. I actually thought it got rid of aberrations. It doesn't do that, but it does help heal students. Void potion played. Green circle alcohol. Yeah, I don't need Sylvan. For a little gold, you will forget what the moon likes. We are now at 15 with the orc tribes. If you get to 75, you get some very nice bonuses. But we are not going to get there. More deep folk. Green circle alcohol. Green circle alcohol is Sylvan. We do not need green magic. We will increase the efficiency of our demon chamber. More bright shoulder pads. Now let's see. Elemental 15. Assassination and elemental. Ooh, but let's see if we can get an archmage. We did not. Scholar. Arcane. Guard. Imp. Magic teacher. Craftsman. Royal Guard. Elementalist. Adventure. Peasant. Portal Master. Interesting. did not increase that. Green, circle, sleeper soul. Okay. And a lot of those things that you just saw are permanent improvements, which will be very helpful in the long run. And those permanent improvements are what allow you to steamroll in the game. At a certain point, you become powerful enough to do very well very quickly. Improve the interdimensional room. This is where we are failing our students. Okay, where did that leave the kingdom at 45, the Lord of Evil at 62. Lord of Evil gets to 75, we also get a very good bonus. Beast magic no longer suffer from aberrations because you are guarded by a pet marten. You might as well clean things up. Janitor large. 1, 2, 3. Alright, let's just make that more efficient. Look, he's got a clothes washer powered by magic and some potions and a sign telling you not to slip on the wet floor. We have to hit them hard. Druidism, elementalism, and necromancy. Interesting. Potion workshop. What does blue circle unicorn do? Oh, yes, that gives us prestige. So let's do it. Light magic, down to earth, nature magic, light magic. Definitely need to make that room more efficient. It's now up to 49%. I'd like to get an interdimensional travel portal window in the elemental room. Not sure I'll be able to. Yes, our alchemists can always lend the peasants a hand. 100, that's nice. New teachers are better educators, increases the speed. Mana from events. Let's see. So now our relationship with the Lord of Evil is 73. When it hits 75, something good happens. Green circle unicorn is destruction magic, not needed. Put that there. Artifacts here affect the adjacent rooms. Keep improving the interdimensional room. Students hall. Put one here. And now hopefully this number increases beyond 2. Circle, unicorn, sleeper soul, filtered power. Okay. Improve in disciplines they already know, if they are not human. Hit them hard. one's going to take a while. Void potion, green, unicorn, alcohol, put out that fire. Enchantment magic. Sure, teach it in there. Rune spot. One elemental summoner. Still not looking great. So the elemental summoner needs portal and elementalism both at 3. And we got a free cleaning potion. Alchemy. Alchemy. So, how many students do we have in the purple school? 3, 3, 4, 1, 0, 0, 4, 2, 4. That's interesting. Oh, 3. At this point, we do not have many who would graduate the way we want them to. We will keep making that interdimensional room more powerful. Spruce up the stadium. And we just might not fulfill this one. We're up to 4, but it is a challenge. Demon tapestry, assassins. Now, pig chamber, do that faster. We will put almost all of them in here. Three elementalism, 2 portal. Hit them hard. Two elementalism, 2 portal. 3, 3. Aha. So some of our students in this class are at 3, 3. Not a huge number. But enough maybe to get us to 12. Green unicorn alcohol don't have that, but we do have blue circle unicorn. And this classroom is always open because, of course, it doesn't need a teacher. Green unicorn alcohol. That will give us the void potion that we could have used a moment ago. We're getting very near the end. Window to another world. That was what I wanted. Alright, we'll put it there. Yeah, we're suddenly going to be trying to save up for 2,500 gold in case the Adventure Guild offers to do us a favor. All right, great. Oh, that's not going to work. Will we get it done? No. Now you'll see, if it's on the curriculum, there's a 100% chance we don't get any of these others. So that's 1, 2, Archmage. Very good. 3, 4. We need 8. 5. Planewalker. That would have been very useful. 6, 7. Still at 7. Still at 7. 8. Now I think that the next time Elemental Summoner shows up as an option, it won't say 100%, and that will mean that we have fulfilled the curriculum. Notice that Elemental Summoner is not the same as Elementalist. So this will also mean that our future studies of arcane magic will go very quickly. As you saw, I like the blue magic the most, but the purple magic comes a close second along with green and yellow. They're all useful to various degrees. We did. We got all 3 stars, which means we get a legendary spell book. We're going to go to the desert again. This is going to be a challenge we will do next time. We will take the Sports Almanac. 700 gold a year is very good. I used to always take the Fawning Curse. No, I never did. Mediocrity Curse, extra flaws, teachers or students. Let's give the teachers extra flaws. There are fewer of them. Desert is full of alchemical components. We are also going to train farm animals. And we will start next stream. But I hope that shows how this is a complex game. Far more complex than it seems based on the cute illustrations.